the new movie Bloodshot.
Welcome, Eiza. So great to see
So good
you.
to see you guys.
I feel like the proud older brother right here because
Yep.
she's Mexicana and she's done. I remember when she first came here, and I
Yeah.
believe I first met you. You were doing
From Dusk Till
Dawn, and man, she's just continued to blow up and
He was one of the
crush
first
it.
people that ever interviewed me. I was so nervous that day as well. I was just not used to being interviewed in English, so I was really nervous, but he was so nice to me.
Oh, good
thank you
job,
so much.
big brother.
Which, by the way, her English is so good. It sounds like you're from Van Nuys or something, right? I mean, it's so good. You don't detect
Thank
any
you.
kind of an
Thank
accent,
you.
both in English and in Spanish. Perfect.
Incredible.
you.
And these roles, have you always been able to dominate like that and kick butt like that?
Oh, no, not always. I mean, I learned a lot. That's the fun part about doing these movies. It's like, you would think, oh, action films, there's not much to do, but it is, it also becomes like so fascinating to be in those sets because you learn that it has to be extra careful. The more action you have, the more, because there's a lot of people flying through the roof, flying through windows, like it's accident prone area, so
Sure.
you like become really meticulous, and being around the people that I've been, I think I've learned a lot. Like Vin Diesel and The Rock, they do this every morning.
Yeah.
It's like they're a daily basis.
Right, it's choreography. You got to have it all matched there.
Yeah.
Speaking of Vin, you're like his partner in Bloodshot, right?
Yes. Well, it's like love story, but not really. It's interesting in that sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
More like a flirty kind of will they or won't they kind of deal.
Well, I think that what I loved about this role was like it felt like, oh, I'm going to look into a love story, obviously, duh, like the only female in the movie. But it really is more about a platonic love that I think it's such a positive message for women specifically out there, that you not necessarily have to be in love with a person. But we did have like intimate scenes, and it was a little bit nerve-wracking because I know his wife very well.
Oh yeah.
So did you talk to her before? I always wonder about this.
Yeah, it was funny because the world's so small. Like, listen to the story. So basically, Paloma's from Mexico. She's from a place called Acapulco. And when she was really young, she wanted to be a model. And my mom's the owner of a big model agency back in the day. And my mom discovered Paloma.
What?
My mom found her.
Oh, wow.
And made her a model. And sent her around the
small
world.
world.
And then met Vin, married Vin. And then I have to have love scenes with his
Vin.
wife.
Yeah. Hey, you know what?
Welcome to Hollywood.
Paloma owes you one.
She owes me one.
owes you one
It's
right
great
there.
though, because it was like, it stays in the family.
Exactly.
But I love her. And
Exactly.
she's like family to me. And she took care of me a lot when I was getting just to the States. She called, my mom called her and she's like, my daughter's gonna move to the States. Make sure to have her back if anything happens. So like, and it was completely unrelated when we found out that we were going to both be in the movie. It was like, oh, now I think I have to have a conversation. And we were both sitting there like eating, like Vin and I was like, let's address the elephant in the room. And we did, and it was just totally fine. It was really fun
Sure.
though.
Yeah,
I love how
that's
close you are
funny.
with your mom. And
Yes.
you took her to the Oscars?
Oh, God.
How was that? Who did she meet? How did it go down?
My mom's like a very outgoing person in Spanish, but very shy in English. And I think she just gets a little nervous because of the language, obviously. But at the time, I was auditioning for this movie with a really incredible director. And like, obviously, it's like always, you get excited of meeting these directors, but you want to play it cool. And I all of a sudden saw him walking towards us. And I was like, oh no, she's going to cry.
What?
She's going to cry. She's going to cry. And I was like, oh no. And I was like, do not do this. Do not cry. And she's like, I can't. And like, he opened his mouth to say like, oh, I love your daughter. She's amazing. She's like, and I'm just like clawing her.
That's so funny.
It was really funny, but she was so, it's beautiful to see my mom just, imagine. Like,
She's
of
so
course.
proud of you.
she's like, we were in Mexico City. Like, this never became I never thought this was going to be a reality. So
That's awesome.
It's very
I love that you're close with her. I'm a big
Yeah.
mama's boy too, so I get it. That's awesome.
Mama's everything.
Is she here now, or she still live in Mexico?
She's right there.
Oh, she's literally here.
She's
She's
literally
right here, right here.
Mom, you got to come out so I can
Oh,
hug you.
no, she's so shy. She'll kill me.
Mario,
Señora
speak
González,
Spanish.
¿dónde
No
estás?
quiere, she's
Por favor, por
dying.
favor.
Spanish, go, Mario.
Mira qué bonita.
Nada más una vueltita,
Nomás una
¿ves?
vueltita, por
Bonito,
favor.
bonita.
Sí, rápido,
Dying.
muy rápido. Let me get her, let me get
Ándale,
her.
Glenda.
Oh, wow, what a pretty mom.
Oh, she's
Mira que-
gorgeous. She's so nervous.
Look at Oh, pretty mama.
Gorgeous. Here, sit.
¿Te quieres sentar? Siéntale. Está bien, está bien.
Quiere, dice que le da pena.
Wow, what a gorgeous mom.
me.
We'll talk about the apple doesn't fall far.
Cute mom right here.
She's like, I don't understand anything.
You just sit. We're gonna do it. How was the Met Gala too? And do you go over your fashion with your mom?
My mom, like, she's always been such a cool mom that knows fashion and understands. I sent her my dress, and she's like, "Oh, you're a galactic, sex bot. That's great." It was like this, I had this because it was like the religious theme, but he wanted me to wear these latex
I
gloves.
loved your outfit.
But I was so nervous, and we had all these long tails, and we were in a party bus. We were in a party bus, 7 girls with big dresses, and you always get nervous in these big events because it's kind of royalty, the fashion royalty.
Oh, huge.
And you don't know, you meet Anna Wintour, it's do I
Courtesy,
the courtesy,
and the stairs
the sex
you
bot.
have
Oh,
to
that's
go
great.
up.
I like that
Yes.
one.
And so you get nervous. You see, I have the longest train for the dress. And so, long story
Yes.
short, you don't know what to do, kiss her hand, shake it.
Sure.
It was pretty nerve-wracking. And so after you get to see, obviously, everything, it's just so beautiful. You get to see the art installation before anyone else. And then you just mingle. And I was really nervous. And I was like, the bar is the place to be.
Totally.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
then
yeah.
there was the cleanest bar you've ever seen, and me. No one else was there. I was alone at the bar having shots of tequila.
That's what I'm talking
Yes!
about. Viva Mexico.
Yes, and then all of a sudden, Kate Bosworth is like, "I'll have a shot with you," and it was
go.
the funniest thing. You'd see 6 girls with dresses and gowns in the back
Yes.
and shots of tequila.
I
in
love
hand.
that. See, #1 rule to take from this: don't party with Mexicans if you got stuff to do the next day.
Yes.
That's #1. Un placer.
That's
Mucho gusto, señora.
Mommy.
A big thank you to Eiza and her beautiful mama. Bloodshot, by
Yes.
the way, is in theaters nationwide.